On that note, let's hit the show on the road. I don't know what's coming. They didn't show me a lot. And I feel like, I don't like to say it, but I've been feeling so disconnected for a minute now. And, I feel like that's just because this whole journey takes over at times and I never know what's coming, right? Sometimes we want to know what's coming because it helps us find solid ground. But it's best to be that observer, right? So let's just bring ourselves into the observatory state. So again, I'm going to make sure we are surrounded by the lions as well as from day one. Excuse me there. Surrounded by the highest light and love all around and into everybody. Protections of the highest form are coming in. And I do see, again, I called all the beings in before, but I'm reflecting them. Metatron, Malachi, Archangel Gabriel, Saint Germain is here with the Akashic records, and also the violet flame. I'm feeling the violet flame today for whatever reason being present. And I'm seeing again all the pyramid activations. So yesterday we really aligned them all, right? We're kind of in like this weird kind of like ascension sphere. It's a very high potent energy ascension sphere, and so that's coming in here, as well as the new channeled crystal grid that is right in front of us. And so before we start completely, I want to put all of our energy into this crystal grid, into every crystal that is on this grid, every activation it holds, every cleansing ability it has, whatever it needs to support us with individually to help us in this ascension process. I'm calling that into our energy right now, each individually. Again, you guys are no longer in those things, right? I see you just as you are. And kind of similar to yesterday. And we're sitting around that crystal pyramid, fire pit, right? It's like a pyramid of fire. I don't know how else to explain that. And again, the lions are surrounding us. And I love how just Saint mentioned cicadas, because they've come into my area big time the last few days. I'm like, those are so loud and it can get annoying. And maybe when I hear them, I just need to tune in and allow them to release whatever annoys me in it, right? So I'm calling that in to release the energy that doesn't align very big time today. So I just want to spend a moment and really call in Michael and any angels and guides and our higher selves to help us at this time diligently release any energies that do not align. Okay, so I see the violet flame coming in there when I invoked that. And it's going to start at the top of our head. So Saint Germain, for all of us, is going to take the violet flame onto the energy of our auric field above our heads. And he's going to start burning off anything that doesn't align there. There is fear. There is doubt. A little anger in self-anger. That's right above our crown. So that's going into our upper chakras. And that's what he's burning that out of with the violet flame. He's also kind of going to burn the violet flame through the 13 gate energy centers, right? And help us to remove anything of lack, which I don't know about you, but I could use right now, because it's just, that's the one thing that stops us. Miracles are real. They really, truly are. Joy, we've got to get there. We've got to get to those feelings. If I can't align with higher vibrations, I can't create. Just is what it is. So we're going to burn away anything that doesn't align. There's energy of like, I wish I could go backwards, and we're just clearing that out. We're burning it away. And he's starting to go down into the crown chakra now with the violet flame. So I want you to just relax, just be present, feel into your body for what you need. If your body says, put your palms up, put your palms up. If your body says, put them towards the ground, put them towards the ground. Just listen to your body right now and do what you need in this moment in time. And we're clearing the crown diligently. All of ours, Saint Germain is doing it with the violet flame. Fear, hesitation, like the wrong focus, right? Having our compass outward rather than inward, the feel the need to do that so that we can control our environment. That's a matrix thing. That's what we were taught very diligently to do. And so that energy, the need to do that is burning away. Also, the collective mind funk. I felt that today. I was having a hard time getting my mind quiet. Wasn't too loud. Oh my gosh, ever since energy that has been removed from the group is gone, you guys, I have no cravings that are bad. I have no temptations that are negative. It's all gone. Like I can feel that shift. So the collective mind junk is not too bad as long as you're not giving control to it. Okay. But there is definitely some. So I'm just feeling the violet flame in my crown and seeing it cleanse your crown chakra, and it's starting to go down into the third eye. And he's going to diligently use the violet flame to purify and cleanse our third eye and our brain, all of the components of that, the eye of Horus, the eye of Ra. And just kind of breathe into your body and release into the ground. I'm still smelling my sage, so I left my meditative state just to make sure we are safe here. Okay. And just relax. Relax. It's okay. It truly is okay. We're not meant to understand everything. We're not meant to control everything. That's that co-creation. If you're not in co-creation, it's going to be hard to get out of lack. So I see the violet, the color of the violet flame in our third eye, but I also before I started today, I kept seeing the lotus. The lotus flower was my very first painting I did. And it was not great. I remember my first art workshop, it was a lotus flower. And it was like this small line of beautiful coming out of the murky water and this lotus flower. And that's what I'm seeing again in our third eye. The lotus flower blossoms in the most toughest, yucky times. Okay, so they blossom where they're planted, right? And Saint Germain is starting to take the violet flame down further towards our throat chakra. And it's gonna stay engulfing the entirety of what it's already covered. So it's not leaving above us, it's not leaving our crown or third eye. It's just encompassing further down now to our throat. This is necessary, I feel like, for everybody. So it's just a little help and support and cleansing. Just relaxing. I feel like I'm already cutting some ties here. So between the throat and the heart, I don't think that's where Lisa mentioned. I think she mentioned the heart and the solar plexus. I can't remember. But between the throat and the heart, I feel like this tug. It's a yucky. There's a yuckiness there. It's like I feel panicked. I feel removed. I feel detached. I feel lots of things. And so I am going to cut these cords. I'm just going to pull this energy and cut it. Oh, and I could feel that. I could feel the resistance on the left side of my throat. And so I'm going to grab that energy out of all of us, and I'm going to truly just cut that cord. And then the violet flame is just going to clear all that energy away. Deep fear, which again, based in lack, based in the matrix. And when you meditate and you're in the here and the now, it's clearer to see that. This is part of what they use as control. It's very low vibrational, but even I get it sometimes, right? And so we're just going to grab that And we're going to cut that cord. Sometimes things happen in order that we can learn our power, trusting our abilities. I am hearing your higher selves are still involved and very much so helping to guide and control, because it's necessary at this time. Ooh, wow. I feel like we're all giving our power away in some shape or form. So we all need to look at that. I'm still in the throat, so I feel like this, whoa, this just, it's moving. So it went from the left side to the top right of my like jaw. I say bottom right of my jaw, but top right of my throat chakra there. So I'm going to grab that energetic cord and tie doubt, resistance, hesitation, a little bit of anger and wrath. So watch the Nile portal. Okay. Let's calm that energy. And I'm just going to cut that cord. Cut that cord. Yeah, I feel it. It's like massive in there. And then I see the violet flame. Saint Germain's bringing it in and like sweeping through the throat. So just breathe through any like resistance in the throat that you're feeling, and in your auditory canal and the sinus cavity, because they're all connected to our third eye and our throat and our crown and our heart. I see it burning off this energy. It's literally burning off some yuck and muck. Oh yeah. And the violet flame's moving, so it's moving further down, but it's still going to encompass the throat. I feel like the throat needs a lot, so I'm not fully out of that area, but we're coming down towards the heart space now. And this one's going to be, there's some grief here. There is some sorrow, like when we lose something or a loved one, we're processing a death of self is really what I'm feeling into here. Some of us are processing that more than others probably at this time. Letting go of what once was sometimes is very hard to do. Very difficult. That's that transmuting pain. Like we want to hold on to things that are familiar and comfortable, but all they're going to do is cause us pain when we do that. Sometimes the most difficult task is just simply letting go and trusting. Oh, that grabbed a big cord and I'm like, whoosh, cut it off. Oh, the chills when I did that. I got chills when I did that. And the violet flame is just sweeping over the heart space and the throat. The need to rush. I felt that earlier. I'm like, this is going to be fast because I need to get to work and I need to bring in money. And it's like this need to rush. And I'm being told to sit down. We are here. We are meant to be right here and right now for whatever comes through. And I'm receiving that. I don't know about you. See, and I even put that on Amy. I'm like, we got to go. We got to rush. Maybe that was just me. I don't know, but we're releasing that right now. Yep. Sometimes there's no better place to be than just right here and right now. Oh, I can feel that clearing and my throat feels so much more clear, but there's still more violet flame coming in between the throat and the heart there, especially with this need to rush. We need to slow down. Slow and steady wins the race. And that's hard to do because the matrix is going fast, but we need to go slow. There's a lot happening in the matrix and we need to slow way down, right? Way down. And so I'm feeling that resistance in the heart space when I just started talking more about time and the separation of it. And it's like really pulling at the center of my heart. So I'm going to reach deep into all of our heart space and I'm going to grab this cord. Look at that. I told you guys to cut the cords and I'm doing it. I love it. I'm going to grab this cord, but I need to like deeply grab it. It's deeply embedded in there. When I feel like I've grabbed it all, I'm going to cut it, but I feel like I'm still pulling some out. I need to rush. I need to hurry. I need to move. I need to make everybody happy. And I feel like I need to grab all of that weight, all of that energy, and all of that tie and poof, 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 and cut it. Expectations. It's got to be familiar. It must be happening this way. It must, like, it's going to have, this is going to cause this, and this is going to cause that. And that's all old. That is not where we're going. And that's hard to understand. Even for me at times, I go backwards in that because of the pulls and the energy and my DM and everything. Whoa, that was a good release, my friends. I love it. I finally grabbed all that cord. The chills on that one. That was great. Oh. That's calming. And the violet flame is truly just purging and cleansing all of that. My throat feels so much better. My heart feels calm and I feel so much lighter. And now we're taking the violet flame down towards the solar plexus. I say we, but Saint Germain is doing the flame, but I'm just helping to cut the cords. Power control. I need to feel like I have a purpose, but you're going to find it inside, not outside. You'll find that purpose through co-creation only. Following the road of co-creative nudges without resistance is where you're going to find your passion. That's where you're going to find everything. You have to you can't bypass the things spirit wants to show you and that you need to learn, right? Or you need to know, or you need as a tool to get there. So because you say, I want to find my passion, you're expecting to just have a sudden knowing of that. If this resonates with you, it's for you. But that's not the way it goes. I remember it took me a good 1.5 years to find mine. And then lo and behold, they'd been presenting it the whole time. So you just have to follow every single nudge, every single thing that they give you, because it's all purposeful. Remember, it's all layered and it will unfold the map of your purpose and your passion. It's all layered up into simple actions of those co-creative nudges. And I feel like there's a cord I'm pulling right now. It's like on the right side, it's connected from my throat to my heart to my solar plexus. And I'm pulling it up and I'm cutting it. And then I see the violet flame sweep through our solar plexus. And again, heightened through all of our upper chakras that it's already touched. Communication issues, like I'm afraid to speak. I don't know what to say sometimes, even with spirit. So spirit can't do anything without you asking. But then if you can't be still enough to understand how they communicate, it's so easy to miss those messages. Once you miss one message, you're going to block the rest because you need to go back to what you missed. That's the way spiritual works, is that we get stuck if we are not listening and we don't act upon that one thing. So we always need to go back in, dig into what was missed, dig into where the block started. These are all represented in the cards. Remember that gray card? Stagnation is what creates blockages when we're not aligned. And that's what that means. So spirit gives you a nudge and you don't think it's the one you're looking for. That's you controlling them, and that can't work. Okay, you just need to follow their nudges. They're all purposeful. So you'll ask him, what did I miss? What do I need to see again? What do I need to do? What did I not do? Okay, when we get stagnated, I'll look back and go, is there something I missed? Is there something I didn't act upon immediately? Path of resistance. And I feel like I'm pulling up this big cord, and this cord is connected all the way across my solar plexus. And I'm like, it's like very rubbery. It's like a rubber band, and it's not a stretchy rubber band. It's very tight, but I'm having to like pull it out. I can feel this expanding all the way across my solar plexus. That is such a weird feeling. And it's at the very top of it, and it like expands across the whole thing. The path of resistance. And I'm pulling it up and pulling it very, 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 very tight to where it looks like it's just going to snap and hurt. And I'm going to cut. Expectations, pulling it and cutting. Dictations, pulling it and cutting it. I want it this way, so I feel comfortable. And ability and confidence in getting out of your comfort zone and trusting you are supported and guided. Why for a second would we think that spirit would hurt us? That's not the case at all. That is not okay to think that. That hurts you a lot. Okay? Faith and hope, joy, sovereignty. Spirit will never hurt you. No, they would never lead you astray. That left like a little hole in the solar plexus. And so I'm just pulling that cord and cutting it. And then I see the violet flame clearing the solar plexus. Again, there's that feeling I need to rush. This needs to hurry up. I got somewhere to be. But do I really? No, I don't. But I just need to finish so many things so that I can make money. I'm just like, but there's that energy. We need to cut that. So I'm going to pull it out. And this energy that I need to rush, cutting it. This energy that I need to understand what is happening, cutting it. Saint Germain cleansing the way. Fear and doubt. And the little remnants of disdain, but I feel like it's clear to me now where that disdain was coming from, and they're no longer here. Pulling all of that energy. There's a little darkness in it, and I'm cutting it away, and Saint Germain is burning it out. Love, joy, freedom, wonderment, observation, just being in the moment, being still and observing and raising that vibration. And we're going down now from the solar plexus towards the sacral. And I feel a lot of muck at the navel area. Validations. I need, I want, I need. And I need to grab all of that. And I need to cut that away. Instead of need, instead of I need, I am grateful. I am present. I am just here to be wonderment and observant and let spirit guide my way. I am so grateful. I am so trusting. I don't need those cords of control. I am not a puppet, and I don't need to be a puppet master. Cutting all those cords. I'm not here to control. I'm here to be guided and to light the way, to allow the light to guide my way, to trust in God, the wholeness of God and the one in my own abilities, my own abilities, my own abilities. That felt good too. That was deep. That was deep. And the violet flame is clearing away the navel area. And we're going fully into the sacral. I am in no hurry. There is nothing I need. I have everything I need right now. Pulling out the cord of resistance and lack and cutting it. I am powerful in every way that I need to be when I need it. I know how to access it. It's all within me. It's within my body, not my head. I clearly can see the difference now. I feel like there's more violet flame with that one. There's a hole in the sacral. Ow, ow, ow. And I see the sweet nectar of honey coming in here. Remember the amber healing? It was like this nectar of amber. It's like this beautiful, yummy honey color. It's like amber-esque. And it's going into the sacral. And it's like honey. It's very thick substance. And it's coating the entire sacral. And Saint Germain is cleansing it with a violet flame. And I can feel this. It's affecting all the way back up into my solar plexus. We are right where we need to be. This was the most important thing today for us. Time constraint. Like I need to hurry up, and I also need to be in control of my time. That's a little bit based in lack. So I'm cutting that cord. If you follow co-creation, you'll know when you need to do what you need to do because it's going to flow with the energetic flow. Okay, so we are supposed to have a schedule of things, yes. But when you're following co-creation, they're going to let you know what you need to do next, right? So making sure you're in balance, spirit, what do I need to do next? What am I lacking? What do I need in my balance? Giving them a little co-creative abilities here. So when you have like a time frame set to do your creativities, your work, that's when you truly need to deep dive into allowing spirit to guide you. Understanding your power and how to use it correctly. And that's clearing from the solar plexus down through the sacral. And again, I could feel it in that band that was running across my solar plexus. I'm going to take another hidden cord there. It's like this hidden cord, and my solar plexus almost feels swollen right there. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to cut it. Oh, that was acidic. Oh. And now we're going into the root. So here I see not so vibrant red. There's some blotchy patches of darkness. And like, again, if we care more about money, we're in trouble. But it's not like money doesn't come to us. Abundance does come to us. And I know I've been blocked, like there's something there. So if money's not flowing in, you need to release the blocks. Okay, that's what you can do. Make sure your vibration's high, make sure you're putting it out there, make sure you're in balanced flow, keep moving, right? And so within the root, I feel a little dizzy. We're bringing in the violet flame first, really deeply removing this patches of darkness. It's like this weird patchy area of dark patches, almost like a honeycomb design of darkness. And it went from like a burnt sienna, like a very dark brown, to almost orangey, and then red. And from the root up through my sacral and up my right side of my body, I need to really cleanse this. And Saint Germain's going to take the violet flame and really cleanse this area. And it's going to swing back to the left side. Releasing the resistance, releasing the control, opening up to more co-creation, because they're going to help guide you. They're going to let you know when you need to do something. So even if you have a schedule and spirit's like, hey, do this, just do it. Do not hesitate. Okay. Because they know what you need. They know what you want. They know what's coming. They know what you need to align to. They're going to put things into motion for you. But you have to do it too. They're not here living vicariously through you or for you, right? But they're here to help you create the world that you desire in a world we don't understand. Does that make sense? So it's a clear perspective. And I feel like with that, my root chakra is like balancing. It was off kilter. And I can feel that. It doesn't feel so pleasant. Oh, oh, actually, no, that hurts really bad. Somebody flipped mine backwards. That's a weird feeling. Sorry. You know how in a baby's breech and they flip over in the very end? I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that feeling, but it's like a big, like uncomfortable rotation. And I'm feeling it from my root all the way up to the top of my solar plexus. Everything is flipping. Everything is flipping to where it needs to be now. And I can feel it. That's so weird. All right. Beautiful. So that flipped. It was almost gentle. It wasn't like a baby going floop. You know what I mean? It was like a very until it went into its place. And it still feels a little foreign. Like, you know how muscle memory tries to put it back. So that's, I feel that. But Saint Germain's going to continue cleansing that with the violet flame. And I'm going to continue with this line of light from your root down your legs and into the earth very deeply, down into the core. You're taking all your cords into the core and anchoring them in like a boat anchor. So how they flail out in the sides so you can't pull them back up at all. And my solar plexus still feels a bit raw from that. So somebody was flipped upside down and they were trying to control their environment. They were trying to go backwards. They were in panic mode, in the energy especially. And they may have been trying to fight it, but it turned everything inside out and upside down. That has been fixed. And so they're cleansing it. I can feel it, but we're also going to help support it so it doesn't happen again. And then repairing the connections from your solar plexus to your heart. Beautiful. So now we're going to go into our transmission for day 3. Again, if that took too long for you, it is where we were meant to be, but there was definitely energy and it may have just been mine that we needed to hurry. And so we are right where we need to be. So thank you for sitting with me. My eyes have been closed the whole time. Except for the sage part. But now we're gonna, I feel so much different in my heart space. That was needed. That was so needed. For me at least, or I hope for all of you, because I can feel it. All right. So again, I've called in the energies of the northeast, south, and the west back to the north. I did that prior, but I'm just throwing it in there again. All elements to align and support all of our spirit guides and animal guides and all the elementals that came through. The beautiful energy of the Garden of Eden is opening up and growing more. It's like birthing and creation every day. It's so beautiful and it's becoming quite vast. And I see beautiful like waterfalls off mountainsides and so many beauty and grace and glory. Just soak that up. And I feel the energy of rocks, but also with water flowing off of them, right? So that stone energy of strength and support and connectedness and groundedness and strength, and making sure that mountain that seems so big is just a little tiny molehill you step over, right? It's not big at all. Perspective. Everything is quite smaller than you think it is at this time. Very easy, very gentle energy is going to win more than you know. Very gentle and calm energy is a key in this space. There's one more cord in the solar plexus that just came up, and this has to do with like masculine control. And so I'm grabbing that cord and I'm cutting it. And I felt that across the solar plexus top again. With that, I saw a puppet like a what like look like a puppet master energy burning. And a part of releasing the shackles that bind. Okay. So now I'm drawn to the sun and the moon. The moon is up to the left of you in the sky, this beautiful new earth, and the sun is up to the right. Now I'm getting the image again of the two worlds, remember, in the portal barrier in between, and a slight separation. And there's the moon on the top left of the old world, and the sun is on the top right of the new earth. I'm seeing that in there. And I don't know why I'm seeing like a piano in the middle that I'm going to play and music notes here. So whatever that means, let's see. Oh, all the lions are moving. They're moving. They're like shifting the energy of the earth right now. Lions representative. This is Leo 9 energy is very much so part of this portal, right? Part of this shifting portal. I'm kind of seeing this as like a weird balancing of the sun and the moon that I'm going to be doing here. And I feel like I'm playing a keyboard in the center of the two worlds. So I'm just gonna, these music notes are coming out and I feel like I have to sing them. I always get nervous singing light language. It's so weird, but it feels so freeing too. Okay. Like, ding. Longo I am kolonkomboro ya. Tiang kombalantarai kiampo. Tampalan kantai. Kiampolong kompayada. Kiampo koyampala. Kialompo ndayampoya. Oh, yampoya. Kampoya lantayawa. Kampalantai. Wow. That was intense, actually. I felt a lot of shift. I felt an activation of the sort. I saw lions light, their eyes just went whoom, and they were like roaring, like raw when I was singing that. It was insane what I felt and saw. And for a second, I paid attention to the image and almost pulled myself out. That was a lot. And I felt it from my chest out. That was weird. Okay. The reason we sing sometimes is the vibrations are continual and a different tone, just like I talked about how we do mantras internal and how they change the vibrations. It's all relevant. Okay. All right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what I'm about to do is I'm going to the moon was on the matrix side, the sun is in the new earth in alignment above us, and I'm going to push them together in the energy. And when I do that, a mass amount of Christ light is going to come through and fill into like New Gingrich at least, and all the pyramids that we've activated. And I'm really dizzy, so hang on. So just relax. And I just want you to imagine that moon and that sun in your mind's eye. Just tune into their energy. And whatever I just did with the music, I did something to them. And as you're just kind of tuning into them, I feel like I'm larger than life. Like I feel like I'm standing very tall. And I'm going to take a little bit of water from the matrix side and a little bit of water from the new earth side. And I'm going to reach my hands up and I'm going to push the moon towards the sun. Kiamparayantara ukiampunturuaya kantalai kintala kantaruwa. And then I feel like I see the tree of life right underneath them. And I'm going to push again because it's like really hard to move them. They're not light, right? And so I'm literally pushing the moon towards the sun. I need to take a break. They're not together yet, but this is a lot actually. And the spiritual is taking my strength. It's like leaving me feel exhausted already. So I need to catch myself. When I get them together, God is going to just send so much Christ light through and into the earth. It's going to go through a lot of things. I feel like New Gingrich is included, but it's not limited. It's going to go through the tree of life. It's going to go into the core. It's going to go through the ley lines, and also a focus on New Gingrich, a focus on Stonehenge. It's like a massive whoosh of Christ light that we're about to bring through. Okay. And in that, it's going to rise into your heart. But I can feel the path was cleared to the heart. I feel good there now. I'm like, whoa, we needed that. Okay. So just focus energy on the moon and the sun. So before I can push them more together, I'm releasing whatever is in between them. Does that make sense? It's also affecting your body from the masculine side to the feminine side, or your twin flame. This also had like that cut and that shadow puppet, whatever, that puppet burning. It's all relative. I see the earth moving on both sides as I'm doing this too. The earth is responding on both sides. Okay, I'm going to reach up again and I'm going to start to push the moon. I feel like my hand is bigger than the moon and my hand is bigger than the sun. And it is. The sun is on my right hand and the moon is on my left. And I'm going to push them together some more. So I feel like I'm pushing and I'm pushing and I'm pushing and I'm pushing. And I feel like the gods are like holding me right now and helping me, giving me strength. And I'm tired again. I got to stop. I got to stop. That's weird. It really does drain me. Okay, I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to push them together and I'm pushing them together. And as I'm doing that, the matrix side is really shaking and rumbling and quaking and moving. And they're so close, but I gotta wait now. It's not just metaphysical, like it's not just metaphorical. It's really bringing them together in bigger ways than we understand. And the earth is responding in ways we don't understand. Like it's very massive, like the water is being affected. I think that's why I had to pick up water. But also the sun and the moon, I just needed the water to help ease the movement. And the people, I feel like they're like moving, like they were just knocked off their kilter, like completely knocked off their kilter, knocked off their ability to remain unaware. And this is the final one. So I'm going to reach out. I need more water. I'm just going to grab water from both sides. And I'm like reaching up to the moon and the sun. And I'm going to push them together and push them to. Pushing them together, pushing them together, pushing them together. And I need to hang on for just a second. God said they're about to just like unite in the sky, the moon and the sun one on the matrix, one in the sun, and on the new earth, and they're about to join, but we're gonna prep for that. So as soon as I join them, it's going to activate the Merkaba in every person and also in the earth, okay? And you guys especially, because you've had so many healings to align to this, right? So you're gonna get the Christ light through your Merkaba and into your heart. Does that make sense? Masculine and feminine makes sense to me. So I hope it does to you too. Masculine and feminine, God's going to shove mass Christ light. This is massive. But I need to regroup for a second. And I feel like the lions have repositioned themselves, the gods have repositioned themselves, and the people on the matrix side, it's affecting every single one of them, whether they're darkness or light. The darkness, it is like absolutely invoking the agitation from, like, because they don't like it. It doesn't align. So they are truly going to lash out in a bigger way than we've ever seen. Talk about exposures, okay? And the people are going to have no choice but to see all. So even if they are going to be not allowed to cross over, their Merkaba is about to just go boom with all of this information and light. And of course, where there's karma applied, it doesn't align, and we can't change that. That's what they've chosen as a collective soul. So what is this song? I know a place, ain't nobody, I'll take you there. Ain't nobody, I'll take you there. It's just a song I hear all of a sudden. Help me, come on, I'll take you there. Okay, anyways. I think I'm about ready. I feel like they're replenishing my energy when I take these breaks, because it is actually on a soul level draining me. It doesn't hurt. It's very draining. Very draining. Oh, my whole left side tingled. Woo, woo. So I see my staff of sun. So all of a sudden I feel like I am embodied of everything. I'm not just Sekhmet, but I'm Eve, I'm Mary, and I'm Sekhmet. I'm everything. I'm all of myself, no longer fragmented. And I feel like the DM is the same way. He's the moon, he's Horus, he's Jesus, he's Adam, and he's who he is now. Remember, because he is new. So all of that is in the energy. It truly is on his side. I can see it. And it's all active. It's all activated. It's all activated, and it's emanating through the earth. It's like a boom, 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 boom. And I see the trees are lighting up to the dome. The dome needs all of this light right now. And you guys are diligently just peacefully being here because you're about to receive these as well. But you're also good. You're receiving some of this energy from the core, because remember, you're into the core. So it's like boom, like a heartbeat. Da-dunk, 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 boom, boom, boom. All of this stuff going on. And I feel like I'm very large. And I feel like I'm telling the whole world to pay attention right now to the sun and the moon. No matter who they are, they're not going to have a choice but to feel this. God is ready. He has his hand above where the sun and the moon are about to meet. And I feel the DM coming in, and I feel like he's going to help me. So we're reaching up to the moon and the sun, and I feel him reaching up to the moon and the sun. And together, we're about to bring them together in the most mass amount of light you've never seen before is going to come through the union of the moon and the sun, and it's going to come into the earth, and all the work that I have done. And even the Pleiades are ready. They had to like brace themselves because it's going to affect them too. So the planetary alignment is going to go through that too. And it's going to hit the Pleiades planet as well. All of their galactic flow, everything that's aligned, it's going to go into that too. So this Christ light, this mass is going to hit all of that. It's going to hit everything, everything. It's overwhelming to store everything I've touched in the return of Christ is about to receive this. And I do mean everything, either darkness or light. It does not matter. Everything that I've done and that I've touched is accumulated to this moment. And didn't they say that in the channeled message? Oh my gosh, full circle, right? Like I fully get that now. It's always bigger than we think it is, isn't it? Okay, it's emotional for me. It really is. Okay. I see televisions like going out, and I see power lines like bursting as I do this, as I'm about to do this. Okay, it's going to affect everything that's either not real or that's changing into it's just the DNA. I even see the DNA of the earth, and those that have activated to those that have not and become dormant. This is it. This is like the event. Okay. It's one of them through these 8 days I'm hearing. Okay. So we're going to do it. I'm going to reach up with wine and lots of water in my hands. I just need to make my hands really, really wet with this water on both sides, the matrix side to our side. And I'm going to draw up all this water to the moon and the sun. And I can see the water dripping from my hands. And I'm so large. And God is right above me with his hand. He's right above, and here comes to my DM. So he's grabbing the left side and the right side with me too. We're going to push. The final push to union of the sun and the moon. It's like an unexpected eclipse. Here we go. As I and then God went, and it's like this, so much light coming through, so much light coming through. It's like, and everything's shaking and moving, and I feel like it just went dark, like everything just went dark, but all we can see is light, and all they can see is dark, and I'm so dizzy. And I see Stonehenge going, and I see the White House going, and I see Kilimanjaro going, wow, and I see the earth going, and I see light poles, the power lines going, pop, 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 and fires going, and water going, whoosh, whoosh. And the new earth is over here like tweet, 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 whoo, whoo. And then I see these DNA activations going, wah. And I see everybody's Merkabah going, wah. Or fires on the matrix side, like all of these things are when the ground is cracking and falling in, and it's like, and everybody's like, whoa, and being knocked sideways. They can't stand anymore because the earth just went, and then dark. It was like the biggest light flash, and then it went dark on the side of the matrix. And now the only light they're going to see is mine. For the new earth is like the sun. The only sun they're going to see is the one on the new earth. For those that can. The matrix just went completely dark. And then God just pulled away his hand. And even the animals that are there, I see like horses going, and just like it affected everything. And then in the new earth, I just hear birds. I see blue jays, blue jays, blue jays flying all around. And they're landing on your Merkaba. Like, boop, just landing on our Merkaba. And the sun and the moon are like, and then I hear that song, San Andreas fall, moved his fingers through the ground. Something earth collided. Such an awful sound. Oh, and then I see these weird openings in the earth and water falling in. So it's like maybe underneath the water, because then I see water falling in. So you want to talk about splitting water? That's what I'm seeing. And like water falling in. And power lines falling. And then I see these big, like, conglomerate buildings just crumbling in, like, and even the White House just cracked in half all the way down the middle. And it's like all you can see is the inside. You can see both halves. All you can see is everything exposed inside of it. Famine, people are starving. There's going to be lack of food, lack of water, no power. I keep thinking we're done, but I'm just sitting for a moment. And on the newer side, it's very peaceful and there's still light. Like it's not dark at all. It's vibrant and true. And the again, the water is so crystalline and beautiful, and the sky is beautiful. Uh, and then I hear 3 days of darkness has begun. Whatever that means. It's like vast, it's complex. And whether it plays out now or when we're all done with the 8 days, I don't know. But that's just what I hear. And then I see lightning, these massive storms coming up, and this lightning going and just hitting things. And then again, I see like the meteor showers, and just the earth of the darkness is just getting bombarded. And it's like all this cloudy haze, it's very, very surfaced of all the darkness, all the darkness. So is that what it really means? It's like all the darkness at the surface? I don't know. It could be. Spirit can be cryptic at times, or they can be literal. It's both sometimes. And then I just see like the floodgates open up and all these gold coins just falling into the new earth. It's like ching, 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 just all this abundance falling into the new earth. It's weird. It's like it just opened up, and like all of this money, but it's like gold coins, and they're falling into the new earth. So much so it's like piling up of gold. I see is like all this gold. Remember we opened up like old buried treasure that was rightfully ours, and I feel like it's returning. Like it's like all these jewels and all of these amulets and all of this gold, and even golden lion statues, and like all of this gets represented in gold. And I even see like this knight of gold. Oh, by the way, they're pointing out more of the Olympics and being a part of the apocalypse. Like there's a lot of signs in it, from that night horse to, I'm seeing the golden horse now on our side. Okay, that blue jay has now left your Merkaba. And then I hear sparrow, a sparrow. When's the last time I even said the word sparrow? A sparrow is going to come into the energy. A sparrow is present on our Merkaba. A sparrow has come in to teach, to guide, to direct, and to love, and will stay with us through tomorrow, I assume, until we don't need it anymore. Sparrow. I'm going to have to look that up. And our solar plexus is just filling up with sun, just like filling up with sun. I thought I was going to be taking massive chunks of the sun, but no, that was Christ light. It was like, bam, this massive pillar of Christ light. And it came through all the work that I've done, everything that I've touched, changed, moved, rearranged, divided, everything got hit with that. The pyramid portals, everything received that light. DNA activations, if they weren't DNA viable, it would have done the opposite of activating. It's like, it just, I saw it like, okay, so the sparrow is helping you reacclimate. Your Merkaba took on a lot of that light. That was which is what, masculine and feminine, which is also the eye of Horus and the eye of Ra, and the sun and the moon were all in play with that. So I want you to start coming back to your body, if you hadn't already. Start feeling into your feet and the new earth. I feel like all I see is the Garden of Eden. On the other side is the Matrix, but I'm not in that, right? Like, I see my world, but I also see that one playing out like this darkness. Does the 3 days of darkness mean that 3 waves of nothing but darkness? I don't know how it's all going to play out, but I know what I saw today. It's like the light just went out, and the only light that the hearts will see is that in the new earth and through me. There's that song again. I know a place, ain't nobody crying, I'll take you there. Oh my God, it is relevant, isn't it? Ain't nobody worrying, I'll take you there. Help me, come on, I'll take you there. I know a place. I know that song. I love that. All right, I see these weird energies. I haven't been able to open my eyes yet, but when you can come to yourself, kind of track up your body, bring your focus to the present space of where you're at, acclimate and open your eyes. We're not closing anything out. These are going to continue for 5 more days. Wait, today was day 3, wasn't it? 3 days of darkness was implemented on day 3. Day 1 was what? What did we do on day 1? I don't remember. My mind's not right. Day 2 is the planetary alignment. So you think of like the seventh wave of creation, how they talk about how God created life. Okay, because this is the seventh, so this is what I'm hearing. So day one, we did, what the heck did we do on day one? I think that was more about the new earth. We birthed Garden of Eden. So we gave birth to the earth. Okay. Day two, we aligned all the planets in the systems. Okay. And we combined with Pleiades galaxy. And now day three, we aligned the sun and the moon, and all Christ's light came through. 3 days of darkness applied, or the light. Okay. I didn't realize I just got like that download, like that's very I don't like to say biblical because that's wrong, but it's true God information. Okay, true seventh wave creation. On day one, God did this. Day two, God did this. Day three, God did this. Birthed life, aligned planets and energy. Day three, activated and like whatever that is. Okay. Day one was prep for you guys, yeah. But we aligned and we birthed. Remember, my DM and I aligned, and then we birthed into the new earth, the Garden of Eden. Oh, sweet. Amy, a sparrow can be a symbol of twin flames representing two becoming one. I love it. Thank you. Oh, I love that. And there might be more to the sparrow too. So take your time getting to know the sparrow. Thank you for looking that up. That's beautiful. I wouldn't have known that. Oh my gosh. I love the full circle moments of validation, right? Because it seems so surreal. Sometimes I'm like, I couldn't make this up. What is like, I'll question my own self. So I love Spirit's validations. They send them through as we need them. That was awesome. Heck yeah. So day one was prep for you guys, I think, more than anything. But what I think day one truly was the alignment of the twin souls, creation of Adam and Eve, and then birthing the Garden of Eden. That was day one. We need to note these because this is biblical, true Bible information. So day one was the alignment of twin souls, the birthing of Adam and Eve. Yes, because I felt like Adam and Eve were reborn on day one. So I got to write this down because this is what was channeling through as I was trying to come back to. So let me write it down. Day one, we birthed Adam and Eve because I felt like that. I felt like, remember how every other one, the lifetime came back to me? But day one, I felt like Adam and Eve were born. Adam and Eve were born. Day one. Day two, planetary alignment. What else was day two? I think that was the main source of it. Like connecting the axis, right? Like a light connection of axis alignment. And then day three, sun and the moon unite. And Christ light activation. ACTIVAT. Okay. Christ light activation and planet vivation. That's what they're calling that. Okay. Adam and Eve was born, and then also Garden of Eden was day one. Garden of Eden birthed, and Adam and Eve born. Y'all get what I'm saying, right? This is a download I just got. So I don't know if you guys could see me, but I was rubbing my head. I couldn't open my eyes, and I got all that information. So day two, planet alignment, connected axis of light. Day three, sun and the Merkaba, right, on day two was also affected. They're all sun and moon, masculine and feminine. Day 3, sun and moon united in Christ light activation, planet vivation, DNA creation. Are you guys getting this? Because this is all coming through. So that's day 1, 2, and 3. I don't know what day 4 is gonna be. And I didn't understand that until just now. Whoa. 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 And let's look at that channeled message one more time. Keep releasing resistance holding you back that's based in lack. Change the frequency of energy and tone and find your way home, right? But something big is coming today and will change the world in massive ways. Everything you have done has brought you to this day. So, and didn't I say today that everything I did, this is amazing. That you guys, I'm processing that. I could cry right now. Like, I'm just like so emotional. Resilience, adaptability, joy, community, freedom, protection, and hope reminds to embrace change and find joy. Is that the sparrow still, Amy?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. That's amazing. So